Hello, makers and planner friends. Don't panic. Not all of these notebooks and planners are like a daily commitment. They're not all new. This is not as intense as it might appear. Let's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. I think last year I had 15 different books that I told myself I was going to be in all the time. That's ridiculous. So let me separate these out and then we'll talk about them. All right, let's start with notebooks. This is a Moleskine expanded grid notebook that I've been using for a couple years as my work notes. I don't need a planner for work. Everything's in like a Google Calendar. That's just easiest. I do sometimes transfer meetings into my personal Google Calendar, but I don't need a planner for work. I just need a notebook so that I can take random messy notes during meetings or while I'm working on a project or whatever. And you can see that's not even very frequent because I've been using this for a couple years now and this is all we have filled up. So that's gonna last me a while. She's starting to fall apart, but that's all right. That's all right. She all right. So I'm going to keep using this the way I've been using it. Nothing new, no extra commitment. Love that for me. This is my Leuchtturm dot grid notebook. It's one of the thick ones that has 410 pages, I think. All I really do is rapid logging. So bullet journal-y, to-do list stuff. Occasionally I'll throw stickers in or some washi. It is not especially decorative. Like there's a piece of leftover washi. Anyways, happy with how this is going. Still have a lot of book left. So I'm gonna keep using it this way. No extra commitment. Oh, one other thing to point out is I didn't want to put tabs on this because they'd stick out much too far for me, for my liking. So I just took dot stickers and folded it over the edge and marked wherever a new month was starting. So it's really subtle, but I can still pick out where each month is. Yep, that's working good. Now this is my commonplace book. Here's the deal with me and commonplacing. I keep setting aside things I want to put in here, and then I never find the time to get in here and transfer information. That's all right. We'll get there eventually. So this is information about some new paintbrushes I got. Information and swatches on a new watercolor palette. The pattern and all of the information for this blanket I made. It's called Cloud Blanket. I basically call it the magic blanket because it's almost like a gravity blanket, weighted blanket, because the yarn is so thick that when I put it on, it's a vibe, guys. It's a vibe. And then some words. And that's as far as I've gotten since February of 2024. Yeah, I really need to get all that stuff collected and put in there. This is just a junky sketchbook that I got off of Amazon, pretty cheap. And I use it if I take like an artsy Skillshare or Domestika or whatever class, then I will do whatever the little projects are in here. For instance, here's some notes. And then we had to like just draw weird little monsters or whatever. So I just do it in here because this is a low stakes, cheap little sketchbooky thing. I'll keep doing that. No extra commitments. This is the MD Notebook Codex. Is that what it's called? Codex. I set this up last year, never used it. It was supposed to be a place for me to play if I wanted to do mixed media, collage, whatever. I would do that in here. That's still the plan moving forward if I get the urge or the time. This is my Hobonichi 5-year that I think I did a week in before I kind of bailed. And here is why I bailed. It's got the bad paper. And I had a very specific notion of how I wanted to function in here. I had an A5 5-year that I used very sporadically because just handwriting here about a thing wasn't doing it for me because I already had all kinds of other journals. So this seemed wildly redundant and I just couldn't keep up with it. So then at one point at the end of the year for the book, so the end of 2024, I figured out how I wanted to use it. But I thought maybe I should go down to the A6 for it. Between the bad paper and me questioning that change in size, I didn't do more than a week. Oh, what? Oh, I take it back. I did 9 days. 9 whole days. And I don't know if I'm going to use this. Maybe for the remainder of the year, I'll play around. I don't know. It was quite fun just to take a highlight or two and yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to buy another one because this is a place where perhaps I have OCD. I already have the one that's like 2020 to 2024. I didn't want to not, I didn't want to get a 2026 and forward and not have this. Sorry, Mama came in again. To not have 2025 anywhere, even if it's not filled in, my brain glitches. So I either have to use this or wait until 2030 to get another one because I'm weird. So I don't know. This is undecided as to whether or not it will be used. Maybe it will only sporadically be used. I don't know. TBD. All right, let's get on to planners. This, a lot of you are familiar with. This is my academic B5 Sterling ink. So it's 2025 to 2026, like June to June or something like that. Maybe July. I finally stickered her up just on the front. Reminder, she does have the unfavorable Tomoe River paper, which is why I can't swear I'll use her all the way until June, but no one knows. We'll see. I plan to still use her much the same as I have been. So if you've been enjoying the flip throughs of this, you'll get another several months of it, at least. because I'm having fun. I'm having fun in here, and now she's cute. She's got stickers. I don't know why I love this so much. Anyway, this is carrying over from this year to next year, mostly memory keeping. All right. Let's talk new Hobonichis. Now, I have abandoned my current Hobonichi cousin. That largely happened when the B5 came on the scene, because I'm doing this in the B5 with much more room to play. So I'm doing it there, which means I don't exactly know how I will use these pages in the new one, but I'll ponder. We'll see how that shakes out. I don't know. But I have a desperate desire to do better in my next cousin and have it be like that one place that if historians, future historians are like, I need to know what 2026 truly looked like in the life of Kelly Anderson, this is where they could go. It seems super realistic. It's not going to be my kids that want to know, because I don't have kids, nor will I have kids. So probably no one is ever going to look at any of these, but that's all right. That's all right. I'm having a good time, mostly. But it will make my heart real happy if I get to the end of 2026 and there's nary a blank page to be found. And it will just do my heart good to have this chonk up and be awesome inside. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But basically same as it ever was, I think, for how I'm going to use this. Okay. Guys, I don't know what it is about the cousin, but it's like my emotional support planner. I can't not have one. All right, and now we got two A6s. Now here's where there's a little bit of doubt. One of them, I should be more careful because I actually started one of these, right, with you guys on camera. Yes, this is Knox's. All right. This is Knox's journal. Knox is my dog. If you haven't seen past videos, including my pet journal flip through, this is Knox. He is 16 months, a year and some change old. And I very casually, when I felt like it, or thought about it, would write in here about his misadventures, his vet bills, his illnesses, his shenanigans. God damn, that's an expensive dog. Etc., etc., etc. for the doggo. Lots of photos and stuff and things. Okay, samesies for 2026. We're gonna do that again. In theory, I would love it if all of his books were the same. So that's how we're proceeding. We're gonna keep my guy in Hobonichi A6. Now this one was supposed to be like a relationship journal, but we broke up. And what that's gonna look like moving forward, I still don't know. He would very much like to get back together. The jury is still out. So I'm not sure. Super not sure how that's gonna shake out. So this will either be a relationship journal, one that he can actively participate in. He can write in it. He can read anything that I've put in here, that kind of thing. And I can track, you know, dates, put ephemera, whatever in here. If not, then I might just have some freaking fun in it. I might play around. I might FAFO. Or if anyone has seen Helen from the Coffee Monsters Co., her recipe book, that could happen. She takes, like, let's say December. God, I need a nap. Let's say it's December is soups. Then she'll write loaded potato soup for December 1st. And she knows that she can go to December 1st and get the recipe for that. And she puts, like, I don't know what she does in here. She puts like ingredients here and the details, directions here, I believe. Anyway, that could happen. I don't actually know. Now, the last two are both sterling inks. Horizontal, full year. This one is N1 size, and this is A5 slim. This is my media and hobbies book. I don't know. So, for instance, maybe here I could track pages read. Don't know yet. That's not what this video is about. We will figure that out later, friends. Here I would put, like, when does a Here I would put like release dates. When is a book coming out? When is a movie coming out? Etc., etc. That sort of thing. Here I would probably, and I have in the past, say that I watched season 1, episode 5 of Ted Lasso again. Or I read from page 950 to 1024 in Alchemized and finished the book. Whoa! 1024 pages. Things like that. Just tracking what I did in the specific day for the media or the hobby. Not sure about this page yet. To ponder that. And then back here would be maybe more detailed notes about a book I'm reading, movie posters, vinyl covers, whatevers of things back here. So much room for activities. Okay. So this is media and hobbies. Tentatively. Well, not tentatively, because it's decorated as such. How much will I actually use it? I hope a lot. We'll see. No one knows. Now this is the workhorse. This is replacing the Hobonichi Weeks in 2026. If you've seen my flips or past videos, I use the Hobonichi Weeks as my workhorse, my catch-all, whatever. If I'm sitting on the couch and I suddenly have a brilliant idea in the weeks. If someone calls me or texts me, is like, hey, let's go see Wicked on December 6th, I'll write it in there. And it could all be tentative, but I can still jot it down in there. And then when the actual month comes in my other planners, I will write it in there as more of a pinned down activity. I put in all the anniversaries, all the birthdays, all the things. and I do all of my health tracking stuff in it, all my graphs and my charts and my goodness. So now I'll have so much more room for my graphs and charts and other health notes. But, oh, and on these pages in the weeks, I put down appointments and stuff here, and then like some tiny icon stickers from the Coffee Monsters Co. to denote like it's a recycling week. Don't just put the garbage out, put the recycling with it. Or other weekly tasks, like I do YouTube videos on Sunday. There would be a tiny little YouTube icon sticker right here. Anyways, over here I put stickers for stuff that needs to happen each day. Over here it's more of event type stuff. But you've seen me complain about my B6 Slim that I thought would be for my woo-woo, but do you see how little woo-woo was happening? So little woo-woo. I have a few I pull a tarot card when I do my magic hour. This is what I call it. It doesn't have to be an hour. I pull an angel card, a tarot card, and an oracle card. And I write them down. So my angel card for this day was support. The oracle card was the elk and ash of these particular decks, which represents strength. And then my tarot card was the alchemist. And I will look into what these things mean briefly. I was keeping the moon phases, other little notes and bits and bobs until I wasn't, which didn't take long. The till I wasn't phase was, it was swift. Yep. We wasted no time messing this up. But instead of having a dedicated book for such activities, they're going to go in here. They're going to go in here. That's why you see some nods to the spiritual bitch. Some crystals and things in here. So this is health, fitness, including mental and spiritual, and just the catch-alls for all the things. It's going in here. All right. Gosh, is that all of them? That better be all of them. Okay, friends, I forgot Stella. Stella is going to get carried over into 2026, obviously. I mean, she's a beauty. She's a whole beauty. I'm this far into her. And this is where I do my brain dump journaling. This is my not so every morning pages kind of a book. Just getting it all out, doing the things, or collecting Apple stickers or whatever. Anyways, definitely carrying Stella over into 2026. Sorry, Stella. So sorry. Again, to reiterate, most of these are not daily activities. In theory, these will be daily. We don't know what I'm doing with this. Or wait, again, I don't know who's... One of these is Nox's. Nox's will be like every couple days backfill, I hope. This will be daily, I hope. This is daily-ish. All of these are whenever the hell. My work notebook is whenever I need it, which isn't that often. This is daily because every day I create a to-do list. But that's not a heavy lift. And I don't know. If I use this, it'll probably be a few days at a time filling it in. She's gotten quite curly. So the heavier lifting is 4 books. Oh God. 4 books, but how long could it possibly take to jot down, I read these 12 pages? Why do these keep getting so dirty? Anyway, I think that the largest lifts will be these 2. And then this is more of a heavier lift on a weekly basis. Anyway, these are the things that are happening in the world of me for 2026. Best of luck to me. I will, at least for like those real commitment planners for 2026, I will try to set them up on camera as I'm able over the course of the next few weeks, and then share them with you. Perhaps 1 book per video, so that you don't have to watch me set up an N1 if you don't care about it. We'll see how that all shakes out. So many things to do. That's what I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I know this is an effing lot going on right here, but that's okay. That's all right. We got this. It's gonna be amazing, and I'm not gonna be burnt out or overwhelmed because self-care. I really appreciate each and every one of you that has subscribed, and to anyone still on the fence, what are you doing with your life? Click on subscribe. Go on ahead and click the likes and the bells and the things. That would be wonderful. You don't want to miss out on any of this weird. Okay, I hope that you have the most wonderful week ahead, and go out and make memories worth keeping.